It is the year of our Lord, 1997. And back in the olden days, children, it's when we met people in the wild, like public places like parks and church and bars. So one weekend, my mother and I decided to go to a concert in the park. We get posted up and we're sitting down on the grass waiting for the concert to start, and this really handsome guy walks by, and I'm thinking, ooh, 20 or 30 minutes later, handsome guy walks by again. And about 15 or 20 minutes after that, handsome guy walks by again. He was starting to wear a groove in the grass where he kept walking by. Probably by pass number 10, I started to notice that he had a little guy with him. Let me not jump to crazy conclusions. That could be his nephew. That could be his friend's son. So on his last go round, he comes back from the bathroom and walks straight up to me. I think you're beautiful. He proceeds to say to me, can I get your number? Can I get your number, girl? Can I have it? Can I have it? And I mean, yeah, it was the 1900s, but I still wasn't stupid. So I said, well, here's my pager number. As one does, he hits me on the hip. That's Gen X speak for he paged me, and says to me, call me. Okay, so I call him and we set up a date. Come to find out that was his son. And I told him, that I have a daughter and our kids were about the same age. And he said, I think it would be great if we could take them out together. That way you would know I'm not some creepy weirdo. In my mind then, I thought, wow, what a great idea. Now I'm like, red flag, trafficker. Yeah, all of those things now as an adult with a fully functioning frontal lobe, that was probably not the smartest idea, but I did it anyway. Day of the date comes, we meet, he and his son show up, my daughter and I show up. We put the littles on the other side of the booth in their little booster chairs, and they're coloring and having a good time. He probably asked me 3 questions about myself and spent the entire day talking about himself. Like, I know everything about this man at this point, so I think. I was getting a little tired of all the conversation about him, and I said, well, I think this has been nice. The kids had a good time. I think it's time for me to go. No, don't leave. Let's take the kids to the park. So we took the kids to the park. Like, at what point I should have said no and left this date, it's still a little questionable. So we take the kids to the park. It's getting kind of late. I say to him, it's time for us to go. My daughter and I need to get home. We got to be done for the day. And he reaches in for a kiss that I did not want to give him. He leans back and says, wow, this has been such a great night. At that point, it's time for you to go home. This has been really great. It's been really great to get to know you. To which he replies, it's really good to be known. It has been so much nicer with you than it has ever been on any date I've been out on with my wife. I start laughing uncontrollably because I'm like, oh my God, I think I misheard you. You said wife. To which he replies, yeah, I did. I'm married. You are a whole married man. You brought your baby on a date with me. Sir, get the hell out of here. But why? What do you mean? I mean, this was so much fun. We had a great time, and I'd really love to see you again, and the kids had fun, and I mean, it's great. This is so much nicer. I mean, technically we're married, but like, we don't really have a whole lot more in common, and like, I don't spend a whole lot. We live together, but like, we're not really together spiritually. And that is the story of my worst date ever.